Hey guys, I know it's been about a year since I've filmed or posted or Hi everyone, today I'm making this video because I've been using emails and just a lot of comments, people concerned about where I've been for the past year, and I feel like my true followers deserve to know where I've been, and that's why I'm making this video. So let's get started. I kind of don't want it to be like too scripted, so I just want to like kind of make this video with you and make it as real and raw as I can, because that's what's been going on in my life, some real raw things. First off, what happened is my husband, he passed away on September 23rd, 2018. And a lot of you that follow me like see how private he was, and you guys really didn't see him, but a lot of you said you felt that you knew him, and just the way he was in the background and the things he do for me, like you guys just knew how much we were in love. And we weren't perfect and life wasn't perfect, but we were in love, and as long as we were together, we've been in love, and we loved each other, and we always fought for each other. And I guess that's really what love's about, you know? Everyone wants this like perfect love, you know what I mean? But I don't know if it exists. Like, perfect love comes from loving each other's imperfection and fighting for each other. That's what I feel. And what I loved about him is like, he never he just knew that every single boyfriend I had before cheated on me. So he knew that I was just serious about cheating. I did not like cheating. And I mean, he just never disrespected me in that way, you know? So I just would cherish that in him, because he just always put me and my family and my children first. We were first in his life, and it showed. He also made so many of my dreams come true. Like, before he passed away, I'll get to that. Let me start off to give you guys a couple. Sorry. Okay, I want to give you guys like a couple things and points about the backstory of me and him, because I feel like, you know, it just deserves to be talked about, because it's a love story, you know? So when Billy and I first met, from the day we met, we were together every single day. From the first day, like literally every day he came to see me. Every day we like had a date since the first day he met me. And I don't know, we just like fell for each other, and we fell for each other hard. And he was single and I was single, and it was just perfect timing. So remember, like, when something's meant for you, it'll be the right time in the right place. And I feel like it was the right time when I met him. It was a perfect time. Things just moved super fast. We had a baby like 2 years later. We really like studied each other and just really was into each other. And I don't know, I feel like, I don't know, I just felt like we were like madly in love with each other. And he had the best taste, and he bought me the best gifts, and he really lived his best life. Like, after he married me, like, I feel like, or we got married, I feel like our issues were like, he always still lived his life, and I'm like, wait a minute, we're married now, like, you can't do the things that you were doing before. And he's like, he just chose to live his life, and he's like, long as I'm not out here disrespecting you or doing anything, but like, if you want to come, you can come. If you want to go do something with your friends, you can do it, but I'm gonna go out. You know what I mean? I'm gonna hang out on Sundays with my friends on my bike. And I just learned to accept that, and then I learned to enjoy the time by myself, because I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to go out, and I didn't want to be out. I wanted to be at home and washing and folding clothes and getting my kids ready for school on Sunday. You know, it was just me. And I just learned to let him be him and not try to be like him. Not say just because he's going out, I'm going to go out. Like, I learned to just still find my place in marriage and just be me. And as he was getting older, I was like, you know, telling him, you know, just slow down a little bit. And I just prayed for him a lot. And if you're with somebody, I feel like you should just always, always pray for them. Because, I don't know, things are just, we don't always plan our life. And a lot of people would beg to differ, but I feel like sometimes your path is created for you from your circumstances and how you've grown up and the things that you've done. And I feel like that's how my life was. And I feel like he was definitely my purpose. And now that he's gone, I see that he was mine. I was his purpose. And I'm just so happy. I'm just so happy that I got to experience like such an angel. Regardless of anything. He was so good to me. Our challenges kind of helped us thrive. We kept one another in love, despite if the other one was kind of, because we were together for 16 years. That's a long time for someone to be in love. And if you're not studying each other or paying attention to each other or spending time with each other, the other person will fall out of love. And I feel like every time that we were kind of on that little breaking point, something would happen and we just always reconnect. And it's just that I just feel like because we're just so connected. And even though he's not here anymore, like, I just feel so connected to him. I feel like he's like guiding me. It's some things that I've done, you know, that probably, you know, not perfect, but I'm just trying to like make the right business decisions, and I'm trying to just do everything that I need to do to secure my family and like keep his legacy going. So, you know, one thing about him for sure, he would literally kill for me. Like, just imagine somebody that will just your biggest protector, and you just felt so safe around them, and now they're gone. Like, he's gone. And I had to turn to God, because God is the supreme. He's the biggest protector for sure. So now my husband was gone. I had to realize that I need to turn to God and be with God and just spend time with him. And after the first, like right after he died, like after, it's like you're thrown into like planning a funeral. It's like you got to deal with family members, like people fighting you over money. Like, it's like you can't even grieve, you know. So, and then we were starting a new business venture, and it's like they didn't care that he died. They were like, do you need more time? We'll give you more time. And it's like I was forced to jump into that right after the funeral. And it's like I just was so busy, and I had Layla, and it's like I didn't want to talk to people. I felt so vulnerable, and I felt like so alone, because it was really just me and him and Layla. My oldest daughter was gone to college. She was doing her thing, and it was just us all the time. So now all of a sudden he died, and then all these people want to just come around and like try to be your friends, and you're like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't even want to know, maybe subconsciously a guard went up, but I just literally just wanted to be alone. I just wanted to figure out my life and really like focus on everything I needed to do and just be strong for my daughter and try to like sit still so I can get in touch with God, you know, and ask him like, what is it, like, what is my purpose? Like, I've been praying for my husband so much, like, and this is what I get out of all this work, and I meditate and I just do everything right. Like, so what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Like, just let me just sit still and figure this out. So I don't know. Just the way people began to act, I just couldn't believe it. Like, when I wasn't reaching back out, it's like, my husband died. Like, are you seriously making this about you? And it was just, I don't know, I just saw like just how people were, and I normally can run to him and tell him like how someone was, and he hated when people was mean to me. He hated it. He hated it. He knew my heart. Like, he knew. He always said like, you're such a good person. He always told me like I was too good for him sometimes. I'm like, yeah, right, but that's the best compliment he could have given me, and it's gonna stick with me, and I'm gonna confidently sit in that because I know my heart, and I can't second guess myself now because I don't have him to reassure me. I don't have him to give me that validation. He was my best friend. Like, he understood everything I told him. He knew it because he knew me, and I had to, over the past year, just learn to trust myself. I don't need a second opinion. I don't need anyone to validate me or validate anything that I feel. I just need to sit still, go to God, do what I need to do, and pray and take the next step. Let me see what else I could talk about. Right before he died, let's talk about that. You guys know that I was remodeling my kitchen. I don't know, some of you know, because I don't really like, you know, this is something else that I know a lot of you know about me, but I like feel like you should have more than you show. Like, so I don't really like to like kind of show, even though it probably is more inspiring, but I don't really like to show like my cars or stuff that I'm doing, because I don't want to brag, because I know as fast as God gives you something is as fast as he can take it. So I came from the inner city, so I already just always appreciated everything. I take care of everything. So we were remodeling my kitchen, and he finally, I don't know if you guys watched that Cabo video, but that was like the best vacation like we ever been on. And it was just the best vacation like ever. We've been to like Bora Bora, Turks and Caicos, like Hawaii 100 times, and that was just such a magical vacation. Like, so anyways, when we were there, he was like trying to buy this super big house for me, and I was like, we don't need that. Like, it's just me, you, and Layla. And I just saw how he was just stressing, and I was just like, no, you don't need that. I was like, we could just remodel like my kitchen. Like, I know exactly what I want to do. He was like, you're crazy. You're crazy. He was like, you know what? Just do it. And I've been asking him to do it for a while, but he's just like, Tanya, you're crazy. Like, why? You want to knock down a whole wall, do all this? You're crazy. So when we were on vacation, he told me, he was like, go ahead and find the people and do it. Oh my God. So get back, and we immediately start on the kitchen, and literally it's my dream kitchen. And the day he also like got me, I know you guys know my dog Irma, and I was dealing with a lot with that because a week before he died, while we were in Cabo, we took the dog to get trained. She's like a military dog, like a very, she's like basically a guard dog. So she was getting trained for her next session while we were gone, and it was perfect because we were out of town for 10 days. And when we were remodeling, we didn't realize she was pregnant. So at the trainer, she got pregnant. And so we I know this sounds dumb, but I'm not a morning person. So he never tried to change that about me. Like, he's a morning person. He will wake up 5:30, 6 o'clock, and he just sit there. And he would just, I guess it was his way of meditating, because he really wasn't meditating, but he would just sit there and anyway, so he would let me sleep. And in the mornings I slept, and then in the afternoons that's when I would pick Layla up and do their sports, do their activities, whatever I had to do. So when I heard this excruciating scream, I ran in there, and I had my scarf on, my pajamas. I'm like, what's wrong? And they're dressed and they're about to leave because they're feeding Irma, about to walk out the door. She's like, he died, and she was crying. She was crying. It was such a horrible cry that I literally, in my pajamas and in my scarf, just jumped in the back seat and just rode with them to school. And I was like, do you want to stay home? Are you okay? And she was like, I'm fine, we'll go to school. And when she got to school, me and him had to ride back home. And he was like, I hope nothing ever happens to us, because the way she cried, wow, damn, I would never want her to cry like that ever again. And I was just hugging him, and we just had a moment about death. So it's just so crazy. A week before he dies, we have a conversation about death. So anyways, the day the kitchen was done, he walks out the door, and he literally, and I'm so excited because I gotta take the tarp off the floor. We got everything done, and I couldn't wait to clean it because I wanted to make him tacos. I just couldn't wait to cook for him in it, because he literally is like a dream. It's like a dream. My kid is a dream. I dreamt it up. And he walked out the door, and he was like, I guess dreams do come true. I guess dreams do come true.